600 new Ford F-150s and new Super Duties on the ground. Better get to Baxley and Woody Folsom Ford. Man, you can buy a new F-150 XLT for up to $13,000 off MSRP if you're a Farm Bureau member and finance with Ford. Or choose 0% for 72 months.
Get up to $3,500 off sticker on Ford Super Duties. Talk to Kevin and the Ford team about that free lifetime powertrain warranty. It rocks.
WoodyFolsomFord.com. Better get to Baxley and get much more truck for your truck bucks.
Save big bucks on your trucks at Woody Folsom Ford. And hey, get tickets and info about the Alma Lions Club Big Buck Contest. Coming October 19th at Morris Johnson Stadium from any Alma or Baxley Lions Club member. Only one Ford dealer's got your best Ford deal. And he's Woody Folsom Ford. Better get to Baxley and get you one.
Celebrating 50 years of service to Jessup and Wayne County.
WIFO-FM, Jessup.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster.
The president didn't ask me anything illegal, and he never asked me to keep anything a secret.
Former Trump campaign manager Corey Lewandowski refusing to answer a lot of Democrats' questions at the first of what are being called impeachment hearings held by the House Judiciary Committee. Chairman Jerry Nadler says executive privilege does not apply here since Lewandowski did not actually work in the White House and that he may move to hold him in contempt of Congress. An election in Israel too close to call. Fox's Simon Owen.
Israel's two main political parties appear deadlocked, leaving Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu facing a fight for his political survival. Netanyahu neither claiming victory nor conceding defeat, but his main rival, retired General Benny Gantz, said it appears Netanyahu did not succeed in his mission.
And so who's in charge may have to be negotiated. America's listening to Fox News.
The Fox News Rundown is a weekday morning podcast that dives deep into the major and controversial stories of the day. Hosted by the anchors of Fox News Radio. Subscribe now to hear a perspective of news you won't find anywhere else. Listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com. It's the Hammer Time Podcast. Fox News Channel's Bill Hemmer takes you one-on-one with engaging personalities covering the critical issues of the day. Find Hammer Time now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com. America's listening to Fox News.
Fox Nation is the place for exclusive content you can't get anywhere else. New opinion shows from Laura Ingraham, Tucker Carlson, and Tommy Lahren you can only get by signing up for Fox Nation. Plus, the real stories behind the headlines. Documentaries on Chappaquiddick, Jimmy Hoffa, and more that you'll only find on Fox Nation. More of the opinion done right you crave? It's on Fox Nation. Documentaries and specials you can't get anywhere else? They're on Fox Nation. So go to foxnation.com today and sign up now for Fox Nation. Opinion done right now.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly door buster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
For the best car wash at the best price, then go to the new Nips Car Wash, located at 459 Highway 301 South, down from McDonald's in Jessup. Nips Car Wash features state-of-the-art IQ automatic car wash system. Every car or truck that enters the automatic IQ wash system is scanned to capture its unique vehicle profile to give you a great car wash every time. Nips Car Wash also features 2 self-service bays where you can choose from a variety of accessories such as foam brush, tire brush, bug off, wax, clear coat, and spot-free rinse with powerful blowers located in each bay to top off your car wash experience at an affordable price. For the best quality car wash around, go to the new Nips Car Wash located down from McDonald's on the left on Highway 301 South in Jessup. That's Nips Car Wash with a state-of-the-art IQ automatic wash system on Highway 301 South down from McDonald's in Jessup.
8 o'clock here at the Big Dog WIFO-FM. Time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply and Nips Car Wash. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Jonathan. We got Jamie and Ralph Hickox in here. A special event taking place tomorrow night at the Strand Cinema. It's something about Downtown Abbey. So, don't know much about it, but they're here to tell us all about it.
Well, Bob,
Let's go
I'm
first.
so glad that you just represented us right, because that's the first time in 2 years I've heard anybody introduce us as Jamie and Ralph Hickox. Can you say that again? Jamie and Ralph Hickox.
Don't you get top billing?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, I know that I don't know a whole lot about football, and obviously you guys don't know a whole lot about Downton Abbey, but there are some girls out there that are very excited about a Downton Abbey premiere party.
I know my sister didn't the show on PBS.
Yeah.
Okay,
it was a masterpiece series on PBS. It ran 6 seasons. It's been off since 2016, and they've come with a movie. So the King and the Queen are going to Downton Abbey.
Oh, so there's a movie now.
Yes, and the movie premieres tomorrow night, and it starts regular showings on Friday.
Okay.
So at the Strand, we are having a 1920s costume party, and we're going to have a social hour with English tea and English food, and then we are going to the Strand and watching the premiere of the movie. Come on, Ralph, I know you got something to say.
I got a tuxedo with a top hat and a cane. And one thing I learned about Downton Abbey is basically the premise of the whole thing is if you're really happy, you're probably going to die. And if you're miserable, you'll live forever.
Ralph didn't know anything about the series.
Drama.
So
Oh, my God.
Thank you for Amazon, because he has caught up on 5 seasons in 3 weeks, and he may have a touch of overload, but he has enjoyed more than he will ever admit. Come over sometime, Bob. I'll get you hooked on Downton Abbey, too.
I don't think so.
It'll draw you in. It's a drama, though, but it'll draw you in.
We are going to have Maddie Quinault for photography is coming over, and we are having photos by the 1920 car. The
1918 Model T.
Controversial car. And then we are going to have another stage.
Why is it controversial?
You don't have social media, Bob. You just missed the whole thing. But there were 2 things that happened in the same day that rocked Wayne County. One of them was a Model T, and the other one was Geese Lives Matter. Those 2 things happened on
Geese Lives Matter, too.
I know. All on the same day. And you missed it all because you don't have Facebook.
I don't have face crack. No, I don't have it.
And then we are going to replicate the Downton Abbey Library inside of the bistro.
My life's so much better without Facebook.
Well, there are days.
So much better.
There are days. But there's a lot of people say a lot of great things about Bob Morgan on Facebook that you never get to see.
Well,
some people just are crazy about Bob Morgan, and they put it out there, and you never get to see it. It's such a boost to your ego. Yay, Bob!
Nice to know. I'm sure there's a lot that they don't say.
I'm not going to tell you about those.
That's why I don't have.
It's going to be fun. We'll have everybody's dressed up. There's a majority of the tickets, I think, from out of town, aren't they?
Oh, far majority. We did all of our marketing on social media.
All
so most of the people, our reservations are from Jacksonville and Savannah.
Is the movie playing all weekend, or is it just that night?
It'll be there. The movie itself will be there for 2 weeks. But the costume party is the fun part.
Where's the costume party at?
It's going to be in. Well, Ralph opened the bistro,
right,
and then he bought the Old Lanes Music Building. And if you haven't been in there, he has taken that and turned it into the Wayne County Museum, because there are newspaper. Every table is covered with old Press Sentinel clippings, and he put them under glass. And the walls are all the way up are old pictures and just memorabilia from Wayne County. And he could not understand why I wouldn't want to have my Downton Abbey party amongst the museum pieces. Because Downton Abbey took place in England, not in Wayne County. So after the knockdown drag out, Ralph said, "Oh, Jamie, let me just put up curtains and move all this furniture out and turn it into a library," which he is in the midst of doing, which was a little bit of work.
Happy life, right?
So
that's what I heard. I don't know. I've never been there.
So I'm so excited. It's going to look like a library. It's going to be so great. And so it's not going to be in the bistro itself. It's going to be in the room next to the bistro, which I call the saloon, and Ralph says it is absolutely not a saloon. But whatever that room is called, it will be a steakhouse in the near future. But today, it is either the museum or the saloon.
You see how bubbly she is like this? Mm-hmm. When she gets mad, she's just as much the other way. So it's just as much as you see this, it's the other way. That's how she got me to be willing. Yeah, I was not really down with the whole curtain thing at all. Why would you not want to see it? I got pictures of y'all in there of WFO back.
Bob Morgan was 20 years old.
Yeah, you had hair there.
I did. Long hair. Yeah. I was thin back then, too.
Yeah. Under each table on the glass, Jamie went to some the estate sale, and the lady was selling her porcelain off, and she was wrapping the porcelain up individually in these newspapers. And Jamie goes up and says, how much for these papers? Well, honey, why would you want my wrapping paper? It was newspapers, some as far back as the 50s. So
I bought them all.
She bought them all, and so it's really neat because you'll have ads out of the newspaper from when Babe Davis ran for sheriff. I didn't even know that he did. All from articles about. The funniest one to me is from a 1951 paper. It says, "Wife unhappy cuts husband's throat." I mean, in Wayne County.
In what year?
1951. Yeah.
I will.
See, men were acting up in 1951 too. Sometimes a woman's got to do what a woman's got to do.
Not cut my throat.
Well, sleep lightly.
So this takes place tomorrow night, right?
It is.
What time?
Okay, the social hour is at 6:30. The premiere starts at 7:30.
7 o'clock.
So it's food and drink and a costume party. Lots of photo opportunities. Maddie Guineau photography, and the movie premiere at 7:30.
How long is the movie? 2 hours.
Just about 2 hours.
Right.
Tell them how to get to come, Jamie.
To come, you need to get your tickets. You have to go through our office. We're located at 140 South 2nd Street, right next to Prime South Bank, or you can call our office at 427-3629.
Are the other movie still playing? Overcomer still there? That's a great movie.
It ends. Its last show is tomorrow. It's done really well. Good movie too.
Great show. How about I saw you brought Lion King back.
I did for 1 week because I'm bringing in tomorrow this movie Downton Abbey and Rambo. So if I brought anything else new in, you have to hold it 3 weeks, and it would have shot me down from that. So. I brought Lion King in for 1 week, just reduced it to $5. It is all week. It's $5 flat. Just get if somebody wants to come see it one last time. And then I got the scary movie It.
So Rambo's coming in.
Yeah, and if you come Thursday night, tomorrow night, and if you'll dress like Rambo, Bob, I'll let you in.
I'll be in Jacksonville watching the Jaguars. I don't think they want me to dress as Rambo down there.
Why would anybody come as Rambo when you could come as a 1920s?
I'm gonna have a Rambo party on the opposite. If you come dressed as Rambo tomorrow night, I'll let you in for $5.
What's the cost of the Downton Abbey movie?
Oh, it's $65 a ticket.
$65
or $5 to come as Rambo.
What's that?
He said, or $5 to come to Rambo, because who would want to do that? $65 a ticket. It's going to be so much fun.
I was going to say, what do you get for $65 besides the movie?
Oh, you get a costume party, a social hour.
Costume party.
You get English tea or signature cocktail, and you get heavy hors d'oeuvres, and you get to bond with regional Downton Abbey fans and have conversations with people who understand your language, unlike any of these three men that I'm sitting with in this radio station today.
I thought for $65 you get to meet the Queen of England for $10. Good Lord.
You know, there are people who would rather go to the Downton Abbey premiere than the Super Bowl. Oh, did I just say that? How much are those tickets, Bob?
They need to see a psychiatrist.
How much is a Jaguars ticket?
I don't know, because I have a press pass. I go for free, so I don't know.
Well, they're too much. It's not even air conditioned out there. The sun beating down on you. No air conditioning.
I will.
Well, I
want to get back to the controversy on the vehicle. I want to hear that story.
Oh, okay. Tell it. He wants to hear about it.
Because it was on the sidewalk?
No, because it took up a parking spot. Spot. It was horrible.
What's wrong with the Strand? But
some people just don't like Ralph Hickox. I know that is so hard to believe, but somebody who just didn't like him got mad.
Posted something.
Oh, he's got it. I got it. I'll shut up now.
So Timmy Leggett's daddy repaired it for me, and he dropped it off behind the Strand, and we drove it a couple times around the block, and I parked it out front, let people look at it, and I was going to move, but then they had a flat tire, and then you know how hard it is to find a tire for a Model T. Well, one thing left another, and it stayed there for longer than it should have. And people were using it for photo op. When they had the prom, there was like 50 couples taking pictures of it in front of it, using it as a backdrop. And a lot of people took pictures of it. So I left it there. Well, somebody complained about it. It was taking up a spot. It did. And I was wrong. I apologized, and I moved it. No big deal, I think. But, man, it went crazy on as you say, Facebook. And everybody wanted it back. So I talked to the city, and they've realized, a lot of cities they have things for people to take photos on. The caboose is there for that reason. So we put it. That allowed me to put it on the sidewalk in a position where it wouldn't block people from walking or wouldn't impede. Then I had to make it safe. I took even though I could drive it, I took the fluids out of it, the ignition out of it, and I put it up on stands so it would be secure.
Right.
And so it's where they want it. It's right.
So it's still there on the sidewalk.
Yeah, right in front of the marquee, but it's between the flower beds where you can still walk around it good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like it belongs there. I mean, it looks good there. But I didn't mean to offend anybody.
I got you.
My thing is, I can make people mad enough without me doing something intentional to make them mad, right?
It works for me, Ralph.
Well, once again, go over the event tomorrow night.
Tomorrow
the big
night?
event, right? The Downtown Abbey event.
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Downton.
It's okay. I don't know anything about football. Downton Abbey.
I thought it was Downtown Abbey. I'm sorry.
It's a movie event.
Downtown Abbey sounds better.
$65. Me and you. I bet I could talk to LeRod and get you hooked up with some tails.
He's hooking me. He's getting me. I got a black. I'm decked out, brother. Cane, top hat, everything.
Oh, I'll be in Jacksonville tomorrow.
I look a little penguin.
I'm going to go find out they're going to trade Jalen Ramsey.
Who's he?
He's their loudmouth defensive back who acted like a jerk this past Sunday. He should have been fined and suspended for pushing the coach, but
he pushed the coach. I missed that.
Yeah, they had an argument on the. There was a play, a 3-yard gain, where Ramsey thought the guy didn't catch the ball. He wanted Doug Marrone to challenge the play with the red flag, but Doug Marrone didn't challenge the flag. So when the series got over, he came over and got in a shot match with the coach, and he finally went to the bench, and then the coach went over to the bench, tried to talk to him and calm him down. He jumped up and pushed him, which he should have been fined and suspended, but they said that, since he's one of their better players, it was no big deal, but now he's demanded a trade, so he possibly could have been traded while we're on the air. So they say Kansas City's all over him, so he may not be there tomorrow night. But if he is there tomorrow night, I want to go in there and tell him what a loudmouth jerk he is.
Well,
that's always fun.
Some of my better children get spankings too.
Oh, there. But anyway,
that's where Trey is. He's in Kansas City. Our son.
Mm-hmm.
When you come in to talk county business, everybody keeps asking me.
Oh, it's 8:13. Look.
Well, we set time up. I'm done.
Everybody keeps asking me. I told them we're going to have all the commissioners come. You kept saying you're going to come, but you haven't come. So haven't seen Herschel, haven't seen Boot, haven't seen anybody.
I'll come.
Okay,
I'm not afraid to come.
Okay, we'll try to line it up next week.
Okay.
Anything else you want to talk about? The Strand Cinema still doing good. The Bistro still doing good.
Yeah. Well, we just
what about the update on the chef? Chef had to go back. Can he get a visa?
He had a problem with his O1 visa.
Can he get a visa?
And so I don't know. We're still trying, but it was supposed to be a slam dunk to get his visa in, and then a bureaucrat got. And you know how bureaucrats get involved sometime. Well, that's what happened.
So are they claiming he's an illegal immigrant or
no? He was in some contests throughout the years, and that's what gave him the qualification. He was the American Culinary Federation. That's the standard that the INS they use for determining whether you are qualified or not. So that's who they sent us to, and we paid them to evaluate him. They evaluated him. They said he was, but then a bureaucrat on the government side decided that they didn't necessarily agree with what their own experts said. So they wanted him to go back to some contest that he was in Italy back in 25 years ago. Get the judge to write a letter and say, why he was picked and all the. I mean, how hard it would be to go back to your college days and find something like that. So he's did that though, and he got that, but then they still are finding some other reason. So I don't really understand what that's about, but he's doing. We're going to do the right process to get him here. He'll get here eventually. It's just not as fast.
So he's still planning on coming.
Yeah, Absolutely. But we just got to do it right,
Y'all still have the lasagna recipe then?
Oh yeah, and I stay in touch with him. He'll write me just about twice a week and say, you need to change the soup to what. You know what he was doing? But right before he left, he said, Ralph, he said, there are 2 alligators on the dock, my house at the river.
Right.
And I said, what are you, on the dock? Yeah, they're on the dock. 2 alligators are laying on the dock.
Right.
Well, after he left, he said, I bet the alligators miss me. I said, what do you mean? I used to feed them on the dock every morning. He was putting food on the dock.
Oh, my God.
Brave man.
Oh.
What was he feeding them?
Pizza from the night before.
Oh, he was feeding
They were now Italian gators.
I like that. That's good.
I got 2 little Yorkies. You know, they would make a good snack for that.
Did he take pictures of the gator? How big were they?
He said around 6 feet. I didn't.
6 feet.
There's some big ones out there. That's way back up in the Penn Holloway where that house is.
Well, Jamie, anything else you want to talk about or you think you covered it pretty well?
Well, I think we've covered it. I'm so
Okay.
excited. I know you will be excited. Come watch the series with me. You'll love it. I bet I have some 20s attire for you somewhere. I'll hook you up.
I tell you what I got new though. We have an app. We'll come online. I think it's next week or week after. So you'll be able to sit your seat and order on the app and pay for an app. And
so
never
no
get
lines at the concession stand
yes,
at all.
no lines. It's going to be set up to where you can because you buy your ticket online, you can just walk straight in. You don't have to stand in that little line anymore. Straight in, go straight into the theater. You can order from the app, and they'll bring it to you based on and all the Italian food is available in there. We just come out with paninis when we starting Monday. I have a delivery service to where we'll deliver in town, so for lunch and not all day long, but for lunch and for dinner.
Well, one of the best movies that came recently was that Angels Has Fallen. That was one of the best movies. I saw that twice. Overcomer was good.
Overcomer was very good.
Excellent movie. Right. I had to go this past weekend out of town to see Hustlers. I had to go see J-Lo at 50. So
yeah,
that was a good movie.
Do you
True
think
story.
anybody's going to come watch Rambo?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But Rambo was Rambo in the 80s.
Oh, there's a lot of
He's
Rambo
got a Walker
fans.
this time, Jamie.
Stallone's got a big following. I love Rambo, love Rocky. It doesn't matter any Rambo movie, any Rocky movie. I'm going. I'll be there.
It doesn't matter. Just Rambo is Rambo.
I love Stallone.
He'll be fighting with the next Rocky with Walker.
Yeah. Yes, I don't care. I'll be there. I'll be there. I love Rocky.
He's in good shape. I don't know how was that 60 something.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming in. Good luck on the event tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Good luck in Jacksonville.
I'll
with
have
your
a good time.
Spoiled little football guy.
He may be traded by now. Like I said they're trying. He wants
We'll
to
get
trade. They're
somebody
trying
better.
to trade him. So I don't know. He's pretty good. It's
you know
sad.
Let Jonathan talk. I ain't heard him say nothing over there.
He laughed twice.
Jonathan can talk.
He did laugh.
Jonathan thought the story about the alligator was funny.
Do you watch Downton Abbey, Jonathan?
Isn't that sort of like upstairs, downstairs?
Yes, sir.
All right, I've seen that.
Hear the excitement in this room?
What's upstairs, downstairs? That's
Downton Abbey before Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey. I know about Downton Abbey because, like I said, my sisters were addicted. Last Thanksgiving, I had to hear about that. But football was on, so I totally ignored that.
You would have been when you were a kid. You would have been watching Downton Abbey because you never got to choose the channel.
That's exactly. that's a fact.
Jimmy gets into binge watching, and she was binge watching. Like on Sunday, she'll binge watch something on Netflix, and she was binge watching Downton Abbey. So if I'm in the house, there's nothing else I can see. But
I never understood that with my parents. They say, "Oh, we're going to do majority vote." There's 4 girls and 1 guy. Duh. You think football ever won that vote? No.
And where were you at? Were you in the top, middle?
I was in the middle.
No way.
I'm in the middle. Yeah.
I have 2 older sisters and 2 younger sisters. I'm in the middle too.
I have 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters. But that's what my parents thought. Well, we'll just put it to a vote. Who wants to watch Brady Bunch? Who wants to watch Monday Night Football? Duh. I lost 4-1 every time. And I was like, I don't think this is fair.
No,
that's the way my household rules. So.
You see on Discovery Channel, they bought the Brady House, the original Brady House, and they're going through there with all them different people to do the remodel shows, and they're redoing it to make it exactly like the TV set. The problem is, the Brady House was a split level, right? And but when you went inside of it on the show, it was a 2-story, so they're having trouble doing that. But What are you doing the Brady House?
The Brady Bunch, Partridge Family. I've seen them all. But anyway, nice to see y'all. I got to head to Brunswick. Jonathan, have a good day.
Come back next week.
All right, that's the world famous Butch and Bob Show on WIFO FM, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply and Nips Car Wash. Good morning from the Big Dog WIFO at 8:21.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need.